Inter Milan is firing on all cylinders. I mean, my goodness, Lautaro. I forgot that Lautaro Martinez is only 25 years old. Only 25 years old. He's got 37 goal involvements this season, 27 goals, and he is looking so in form that honestly, okay, I still think City's going to win, but Lautaro Martinez and Lukaku, if they're their best version of themselves against Manchester City, this is not going to be an easy game.
And Zeku.
And it ain't.
Zeku.
And Zeko and Barella, and there's a lot of good stuff coming out of Inter right now, and they've just been on fire in Serie A. It's just whether or not they can make it translate.
It's
this fine day, June. What is it? June 10th.
It's
June
Inter.
11th. Whatever
Inter
it is.
could win a European treble. They won the Supercoppa. They won the Coppa d'Italia, beating Fiorentina. If they win the Champions League, they have a European treble, something that wasn't done since Mourinho was there. And Simone Inzaghi, he was going to be sacked at a given point this season. It's absolutely ridiculous how this man has gone up. Simone Inzaghi in his last seven finals. No, sorry. Simone Inzaghi in his last 8 finals, he's won 7. So if he wins the Champions League in his last 9, he wins 8. That would be special stat if that would happen for a manager like Inzaghi that is underrated for many. And the team, from top to bottom, I want to mention Onana, Sanyanoglu, Mkhitaryan, Barella, that is a perfect midfielder. Barella's world class. Bastoni's world class. Players that love Inter. And Acerbi. Acerbi was one of the best signings last summer. And a Lazio and Inzaghi player that he was at Lazio with him. I want to say Acerbi has the most minutes played for Inter this season. A veteran, the leader at the back. It is exactly beating cancer twice too, Acerbi, and always with Inzaghi. So Inzaghi trusts this player, and he only cost Inter 4 million. Masterclass deal. Masterclass deal. What? I love how you're mentioning this. Great.
Well, because Inter, not just with Inzaghi, Inter's been in the press because of the tightness that has been put on what they're spending. Right? I mean, there's been a whole lot of no, you're not going to spend this. So they're still able to do it. And I think you once said, and you may have just alluded to it, that top to bottom, they have one of the best rosters constructed in football, or at least in Serie A.
In Serie A, the best team. I think so, yeah.
But just as a quick testament to Lautaro's form as of right now, we're talking 9 goals, 3 assists in his last 9 games in Serie A. So I do wonder. It's a one-off game, and it's a one-off game for a reason. And if you go in there and Manchester City or Pep or does his overthink thing, which I think he's over that. I think Pep Guardiola is overthinking. I think Lautaro can make him pay early, and then it's just whether or not they can hold on, and they do have a solid defense. So anyway, I was not trying to get into Champions League football talk, considering we still got a few weeks off, but Inter bossing their last few months and consolidating a Champions League spot for next season, even though they're finalists, is a pretty impressive way to begin. Some great, even though things wound up the way that they normally do, except in Serie A. It was a great league season of football. I mean, Arsenal, Man City, Bayern, Borussia Dortmund, Napoli winning for the first time since Maradona. Ligue 1, PSG always felt like they were going to win, but Lyon taking them at least to the end with 4 or 5 points. Within 4 or 5 points. The Eredivisie getting a nice little breath of fresh air with Feyenoord. Just a lot of fun things, and I hope we can do it again next season.
It'll be interesting. I liked Barca winning it, true. And Serie A. Serie A is becoming more interesting with Juve too. Juve losing their power stance, like losing all the points that they have. Oh my days. And to see now teams like Milan, teams like Fiorentina. Let's not forget, Fiorentina has a player like Amrabat, one of the best players in the World Cup. He's still there. And he is in a Conference League final for that team. He can do history too. So Calcio is going up, and it might be the 3rd best league in the world in the next few years. So let's see.
Could be.
Let's see.
Yeah.
It's a talk that we could have in this case.